What's up, y'all? Today we're playing Celeste, and you can see I'm actually playing as Badeline. I didn't even know that this was in the game until I got it, and you actually get this skin by completing all the Seaside. And there's actually a pretty funny story about that, or well, I don't know if you could call it funny, but there's a story about how I came to wanting to beat the Seasides. Because I actually gave up on the Seasides at one point. I'd done the Seasides of the first two chapters a long time ago, but then I just didn't feel any motivation to continue playing. Probably because I got stuck on chapter 9. And there's also something that I'll add about that later. Anyway, back to the Seaside story. I kind of quit the game actually, and I just didn't want to play it or the Seasides anymore. But recently, I actually joined a Discord server. It was not actually the Celeste Discord server. It was the Hollow Knight Discord server. I just randomly joined a VC. There was a person playing the Seaside of Chapter 3. This person was struggling a lot on the last screen of that Seaside, which is totally understandable. It's a pretty difficult screen, not gonna lie. That inspired me to start playing Celeste again, and then I just hopped on and was playing the Seaside that person was playing as well. Wait, I actually want to see this cutscene with Badeline. Does it change anything? No, it doesn't. Okay. So then I was playing the same Seaside as they were, and I was having fun, obviously, because Celeste is a pretty fun game. But I was having more fun than I actually initially expected to have. So then I was just grinding Celeste in this Discord call with this person, and I was having fun. And eventually, I actually beat the, Chapter 3 Seaside. I'm not Badeline, what are you talking about? Oh my god. Stupid. And I beat that Seaside in a matter of like 30 or 40 minutes, I believe. I beat the Seaside faster than that person, even though I hadn't played Celeste in a while. And then I got inspired to, to do the rest of the Seasides. In that call, I proceeded to do every remaining Seaside except for the Chapter 7 and 8 Seaside, because at that point it was actually pretty late for me, so I went to bed. And on the next day, I beat those Seasides as well. And all of a sudden, it said you unlocked variant mode. I had no idea what the hell that meant. I'd never seen it before, so I was actually kind of confused. But I was intrigued because I've never heard of that before, and I wanted to check it out. So I did, and it turns out you can play as Badeline, which is so cool. I just gotta say, it's so cool that you can play as Badeline, or whatever you might want to call her. After I completed all those Seasides, I actually was inspired to continue on Chapter 9. And I actually got to the last screen of Chapter 9. I think maybe even in less than 1 hour, but like 1.5 hours at most. And well, then I wanted to collect all of the strawberries, including the golden ones, which turns out is not a very good decision if you like to keep your sanity. A long time ago, back when I beat the Seasides for the first two chapters, I also collected the golden strawberries. So now I thought, well, I've completed all the Seasides, and I got to the last screen of Chapter 9. Surely I would be able to collect all of the golden strawberries with ease, right? But it turns out that the golden strawberries are maybe the hardest challenge in this entire game, since one little tiny mistake can cost you the whole run, and then you have to restart the entire chapter, which takes up so much time and honestly is pretty frustrating. In my opinion, Celeste is one of the least frustrating games out there when you die, or when you die a lot, or even when you die way more than a lot, because Celeste is designed in a way where everything just feels fair, and that is why I don't get mad when I die when playing Celeste, because they just pinned that down perfectly. You don't get frustrated when dying in this game, but I feel like the golden strawberries don't have that, because Celeste is all about learning when you die. The golden strawberries are completely against that, because you are not allowed to die, which takes away one of the biggest points that Celeste has, which is why the golden strawberries are actually frustrating if you're trying to complete them. Anyway, that said, otherwise, Celeste is obviously a great game. And at this point, like, for me, the main story has actually become easy, but that's probably because I've played Celeste a lot, and because I've beaten all of the Seasides and almost completed Chapter 9 in its entirety, but I at least want to get the regular strawberries before I complete Chapter 9, because on the golden strawberries, honestly, I have kind of given up. I don't know. It's just very frustrating, so I'm not sure if I want to complete the golden strawberries or if I'm just not gonna do it, because it's actually frustrating. And other than that, you also have to be super careful, since as I said earlier already, one mistake can cost you the entire run, and you will have to start over from the beginning of the chapter, which isn't just super difficult, but as mentioned a lot of times already, I'm sorry for mentioning this so many times, frustrating as well. But you know, having the variant mode in this game makes up for all of that. It's just so cool playing as Badeline. I fucking love it. I don't know what it is about it, since it's just purely cosmetic. It just feels so good. And also it's funny when you actually encounter Badeline as Badeline, which we already did earlier. We're gonna do that soon again with Mr. Oshiro. I'm not exactly sure when, because I haven't played through the entirety of the chapter in a long time, since I recently tried to get the golden strawberries, but obviously from what I said earlier, you can tell that I didn't really do well in them, and therefore didn't get the get the golden strawberries. Oh my god, I was so close to dying there. Alright, there we go. I think we're close to the end of the chapter, but I'm not really sure. Alright, this is pretty easy. Okay, yeah, this is the last part of this chapter, and honestly, I think I'm gonna end this video after beating this chapter, since there's not really a whole lot for me to talk about anymore. I've really talked about everything I wanted to today, so yeah, I'm just gonna end the video after this. Oh, also something I haven't mentioned yet is the boss fights in this game, even though there are only 2, are so awesome. Mr. Oshiro in this chapter, and then Badeline in chapter 6. They're honestly one of the most fun parts in this entire game. Obviously, they're not the most fun parts, at least to me, since the platforming in Celeste is just a masterpiece in my eyes. Oh, I think actually that this might be the end of the chapter. Oh no, never mind. Oh no, this is pretty much the end, I think. Jumped on his head. Get bounced on. Oh my god. This is a really long screen. I don't remember it being this long, actually. But it's also fairly easy, so that kind of makes it even. Alright, so I hope y'all had a great day and that it gets even better, and bye.